Welcome back, Cyber Explorers. It's Alfie, and in this video we'll explore together with this step-by-step guide, how to set up SSH server in Linux systems. So without further ado, let's get right into it. To install an SSH server on Linux, you can use OpenSSH. Here's a quick guide. SSH, Secure Shell, is a secure protocol that enables encrypted remote access to computers over a network. It provides secure command line access, file transfers, and remote command execution while protecting against unauthorized access. Most Linux distributions include the OpenSSH client by default, allowing users to securely connect to remote systems over SSH. However, the OpenSSH server is not always pre-installed and may require manual installation based on the distribution setup. The OpenSSH client allows users to securely connect to remote systems over SSH, enabling command line access and file transfers. The OpenSSH server, on the other hand, hosts SSH connections, allowing remote users to access and control the system securely. SSH requirements: target machine you want to connect to, needs SSH server, OpenSSH server, installed, must be running the SSH daemon, SSH, SSHD, needs to have port 22 open, or your custom SSH port. Source machine you're connecting from, only needs SSH client, OpenSSH client, used to initiate connections. Most Linux distributions come with SSH client pre-installed. Installation instructions: Debian-based distributions, target machine. Source machine. Red Hat-based distributions, target machine. Source machine. Arch-based distributions, target machine. Source machine. OpenSUSE-based distributions, target machine. Source machine. Post-installation steps, target machine only, start SSH service, Debian-based distributions. Red Hat, Arch, and OpenSUSE-based distributions. Enable at boot, Debian-based distributions. Red Hat, Arch, and OpenSUSE-based distributions. Check status, Debian-based distributions. Red Hat, Arch, and OpenSUSE-based distributions. Debian-based systems name the service as SSH. Other distributions name the service as SSHD. Remember to configure the firewall on the target machine to allow the SSH port. Basic usage: from source machine to target machine. Remember, you only need to install and configure the SSH server on machines you want to connect to. The machine you're connecting from only needs the SSH client. Windows 10, version 1809 and later, and Windows 11, include the OpenSSH client by default. Most Linux distributions also come with the OpenSSH client pre-installed. The client machine, source machine, needs an SSH client, and the server machine, target machine, must have an SSH server installed and running. Step 1. Check SSH installation, client machine, verify SSH is installed. Install if missing. Server machine, Linux, Check SSH server status. Windows, open PowerShell and run. Step 2. Connect via SSH, basic connection. Enter the password when prompted. Connect using specific port. Verbose output for troubleshooting. Step 3. Use SSH key authentication. Instead of using a password, you can authenticate with the private key. Generate SSH key pair on the client machine. Once you generate your SSH key, you'll have private key. Keep this secret. Never share it. Public key. This is what you copy to the server for authentication. Copy the public key to the server machine, Linux server. If you get no such file or directory, then use this command to create it. And try again. Windows Server, manual copy, client machine. Server machine, create the .ssh directory. Create the authorized keys file. Open the file for editing. Add the SSH key. Copy the contents of the ID or SSH file. Paste them into the authorized keys file. Save and close the file. Configuring system-wide SSH keys. Navigate to the C Program Data folder. Open C Program Data in File Explorer. Locate the SSH folder. If you don't have permission and it's needed, grant access to your user account. Move the authorized keys file to the SSH folder. Copy and paste authorized keys into C Program Data SSH. Rename the file. Change its name to Administrator's Authorized Keys. Step 4. Configure SSH for quick access. Edit SSH config file. Add configuration. Ensure to name the saved file as config without any other extension. You can do that by typing config with quotation marks. And in the Save As type, select all files. Step 5. Connect using SSH key. Run. Or specify the identity file explicitly. Reminder: replace username, target IP address, and your user to match the correct details in your case. Note: you can customize my server by changing it to any name you prefer. This alias helps simplify SSH commands, making it easier to connect to your server with a short, memorable name. That's it. Secure, password-free SSH access is now set up. If anything doesn't work, try SSH Verbose for troubleshooting. And that's it for today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and don't forget to activate the notification bell so you won't miss out on any new uploads. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you later.